beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. We're getting into the silly season, so I guess like most of you, I have got a work Christmas dinner coming up, so today we're going to create a look for that. Before we get to that though, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's go check it out. Okay, getting in with this spirit, pulling my hair back. This is something you don't normally see me with straightened hair. Don't expect it to happen on the regular, but it might start happening a little bit more. Trying to actually do stuff with my hair now as opposed to being very lazy with it. Let's see how we go with that. So what we're going to do today is, I've got a combination of products. Starting with the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Serum Primer. Let me just fix my mirror. And obviously this is the time of the year that we go sometimes a little bit all out. And I tend to do something a little bit different. It's Christmas, so we're going to go with a bold lip today and be a bit more subdued on the eyes as opposed to really bright makeup and a nude lip. You can wear a nude lip should you want, but I'm going to get in with the spirit of Christmas. So just letting that soak in. That is super hydrating. Okay, so today I wanted to use a foundation that I don't normally use on here. Well, it's not that I don't normally use it, it's just that I haven't, and it is beautiful. It is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin. I don't know why I haven't used it on here because it's a stunning makeup and foundation and one of my favorites. Probably because I didn't get it when it was super new, and I wasn't sure if anyone was interested in it. It is gorgeous and I wear it a lot. So today we are going to use this. This is a really good foundation for dry, normal to combo. Most skin types. Being that I'm not oily, I can't really talk about how it would be for oily skin. My skin type is relatively normal. And this just gives it, if you like, a nice glowy look. This is the one for you. I've probably got too much makeup build up on there. I'm going to grab just a different foundation brush. And just work that in. Back to this because I do prefer this brush. I need to get a clean one out. If you are looking, just as an FYI, I've mentioned this before on the channel, if you're looking for a great, luxurious foundation brush, this is Revlon. It is not luxury pricing. I have not paid full price for it. I've got a few of them. I get them whenever they are on sale, and they always go on sale. It's my favourite one. It's really weighty. Sits really well in the hand, applies foundation beautifully. So that gives us a really nice glow. You can see I've got a little bit of darkness under my eyes today. So I'm going in first with the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener, just to lighten up under there, because I don't want to look old and haggard, quite frankly. I'd like to say it's from going out partying all hours. No, I wouldn't like to say that at all, because that's not me. I'd say it's probably from my husband snoring, but seeing as he's sitting about, 2 meters away from me, he would strongly deny that should I let him talk on camera. Should he want to talk on camera? It's not. It's just that I'm just looking dark under the eyes because of my age at the moment. Okay. just using, oh, that was the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam concealer. Now, whilst I used that brightener under my eyes, this sort of colour corrects. This is a little bit darker and slightly darker than my foundation, which is the complete opposite of what everyone tells you to do. But at our age, let me tell you, it's stopping it looking dark and sunken. Now the trick for this, obviously, with all this product, if you want your makeup to last a long time, let it really dry down. Just let it air dry. You know, get some help with a fan. Blow your face with the cool setting on a hairdryer. Do not put powder on this bad boy until she is dry. We're not going straight in with powder in any case. We are going to put a few cream products on first. Okay, another Makeup by Mario product. I love this. This is the, what is this called? It's glasses time. Can we get through a video without using glasses? Probably not, ever. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. If you know about this product, it comes with a pump, but it also comes as a doe foot applicator, which I love. So if you're wanting to use it as just an all-over bronzer, certainly use the pump side of it. But if you're wanting to sculpt your face, go in this way, people. Okay, and stamp it. Don't rub. Just stamp any liquid products like this in. It doesn't disrupt any products underneath that way. And it self-blends then. How nice is that? The difference where we do rub it is when we get underneath this area. Don't forget, when you are doing your jawline and trying to snatch a jaw, just do down this side part of your neck to help with it. Underneath there where it would cast a shadow, and along here. See, that looks better already. Be gone, no neck. Now I am just going to grab a brush because I want to do down the side of my nose. Okay, grabbing that doe foot applicator and straightening up my wonky nose that is lumpy and bumpy and a little bit collapsed. I'm the whole package. So just, this is one where you can just gently buff. I've got more of a fluffy brush than a precise brush. That's just because what it does is create a softer touch on your face than if you're using something that is a bit more dense. That's looking better. I'm going in now with the, I've been loving this, the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass. I prefer this over Huda Beauty. Yep, I said it. I'm not scared. I think it's a better product for me. It doesn't come with that smell either. So just making sure to tap out any creases that you may have under the eye. And I go in with the puff in my T-zone area, and then I will lighten up a bit in the setting on the rest of the face. But obviously where you're prone to have breakdowns and where you get a bit oily, that puff is better. And if you don't set your foundation, do so. Now I'm going to go in with her puff, Kimchi's puff, her. and Kimchi is a her in drag. Going in with this for the rest of the face, this is one of the tricks to longevity. If you are not setting your face because you're concerned that it's going to make you look older, or you're concerned that your skin is too dry, one, as long as you've prepped your skin correctly, it won't be a problem. And two, if you're worried that it's going to sit in fine lines, well, it probably will, but once you spray down and melt it into the skin, that will change. Trust me. So you can see I've got in with a fair bit. We're looking quite matted down now. And that's okay, because we're about to fix that. Grab yourself a setting spray. I've got the Makeup Revolution IRL All Day Mattifying. It's not mattifying. It is, however, makes your skin look really natural. It does melt everything in perfectly. And it's just a beautiful product. And best of all, she's saving. Give it a good shake up because it does have a little bit of pigment in it. And soak your face. Yes, that much. We are looking all sorts of wet now. Fan that down and that's going to melt those layers together. Okay, we are back with the skin looking quite natural. That has melted in. It's not glowy, it's not super matte. It's just a natural finish to it now. So going in with, I've got the NYX, I think it's the Precision Brow Pencil, the one at an angle. I've also prepped my eyes with, you know, MAC Paint Pot. Don't really need to tell you that anymore, do I? Unless you're new here. If you are new, welcome aboard. And I'm old school, showing my age in that I use MAC Paint Pot, because if it ain't broke, people, don't fix it. For the last few months, I haven't really been going in too hard with a pencil. I've been a bit more precise and I've been preferring brow mascaras, but going in with this now, and I will set it with a brow mascara, but I'm trying to use light strokes so she's not so blocky. Let's see how that goes, shall we? I did have to do a quick emergency play to the brows because until I look in my mirror in front of me, I don't realise how bad they look. You probably can't see them most of the time, thank God, because I'm looking at them in a magnified mirror because I'm blind. Okay, brushing that out. I am due to tint them, which I'll probably do this weekend. And going in now with the Benefit 24 Hour, I think it's a 24 Hour Brow, the thickening tint. And again, being a little bit relaxed with this. I am fortunate that I do have quite a lot of brow, so I can be pretty chill about it. They just need to be tinted, and I've got a couple of very sparse spaces there that fill out quite easily in the end. Okay, so going in now with, itchy nose for starters. Going in with an old palette that, look, it comes back every now and then. I don't know if it's available at the moment. I should look actually. Doesn't look like it. This is the Pat McGrath palette from 3 years ago maybe. It is the Celestial Nirvana palette. Pat has brought this out in her vault a couple of times. A lot of people really did not like this palette. And I am one of the minority because this is one of my favourite Pat McGrath palettes. I love, we're going to go into this quad today to keep it pretty natural, but these here make the most beautiful look together. Like you've got, you know, essentially 3 palettes in there, plus the mix up. I love it. And I'm not afraid to say it. Okay, so as I said, we're going in, trying to tilt that so it's not too reflective. We're going into this quad here. So I'm going into this lighter of the 2 matte browns now on a fluffy brush. And just working that back and forth. Now Pat's eyeshadows tend to be quite pigmented. I've put that on, now cleaning off that brush because I'm going to now, these blend out beautifully. So using this brush, just work with it. Now you can use, obviously you don't need this one. Essentially what you want is a mid-tone brown and a dark brown matte. Let me open that. A mid-tone and a dark brown. A champagne. And then this isn't quite bronze, but a slightly darker shimmer there. Or you can just have 3. It's nothing groundbreaking, it's just that we're going in fairly neutral on our eyes and then adding more brightness elsewhere than what we normally would. So, as you can see, that is just blending out beautifully, and that is exactly what Pat's shades do. Haven't bought anything from this year's Christmas collection for the first year. Will I? Maybe I might buy that larger palette, but only when it goes on sale, not before. I'm not interested. I also don't have the last Mothership she released, the 11, because same with it. So that's blended out, really super easy. Okay, going in now with, this is a flatter brush, and going in to that darker shade. Tap it off and just pack that in on each corner. Just tucking that in there. And again, we will blend that out once more, cleaning off the brush. And just working that, because this will blend super easy. It just diffuses out so well. You can see she's done. I mean, how easy is that? Same on this side. Tilt your head back a little bit. And she just diffuses out. So. Then we've got a really nice gradient happening there. Just pull that through a little bit. Not putting any extra on there at this point. Now, going in with, I've got a black liner. I want to tight line up and underneath there. So, and really try and work that in close to the lash line. This is just a Morphe black eyeliner. The Urban Decay 24/7 waterline would be good for this. You can see I've really worked it in because it's gone above my lashes, but that's not a problem because, get that out of there and out of there. You can see the difference in the depth near my lashes. It's really added volume at the root. Same on this side. That's why we're doing this step now and not when we've done our shimmer. Hardest part with this is it's tickling the roots of my lashes. I go, that's tickling. Now on the bottom lashes, I'm just going in with a warm brown. So we've still got depth there, but not quite the black. Don't think this black is waterproof, so there may end up being a little bit of transfer. That's okay. It's not a big deal, but I don't want it to be jet black. Now on the top of the lashes, we are going in with the darker of these two shimmers to start with. Oops. It's a bit darker than I remembered, but it's going on. That outer area, I've gone a little bit too far. That is not a problem. We can fix that. Just because I forgot how dark it was. And going in now with that lighter of the two shades. Really load up your finger there. And you can see, look at that. We will finesse this in a minute, but can we just look at what that's done? Now, if shimmer is not your thing, just use a light champagne matte. Doesn't have to be shimmery. It's shimmery because that's who I am. I have grabbed this brush and just now, with nothing extra on it, just going back to that dark part and then just edging around where that shimmer is, because what that shimmer's done, that's such a strong shimmer, that's given us an automatic cut crease without doing anything to it. So we're just adding a bit of dimension above that so that we can create a bit of depth in the socket. And we've essentially, if you've got hooded eyes, fooled the eye into looking like the socket is much more open. Okay, under the eyes, we are going in with, you know, I say I'm going a lot lighter on the eyes. Clearly I'm not, because look at what we've got happening. Going in now with, just cleaning up anything that's going on under there to start with. You can see I had a whole heap going on with the eyeliner. Going in now with the darker brown. Just pushing that along the lash line. And then going into the lighter brown and a slightly flatter brush and just buffing that right on the lash line. Wow, this is probably veered a bit more intense than I initially planned when I started, but we are where we are. So seeing as we've gone this far, let's just go total glam. I have got a liquid liner and just a liquid liner and I don't tend to get along. Why? Because of my hooded saggy eyes. Now, the aim here is not to wing it, because there is no point for me. Should you wish to do a wing when your eyes are as hooded and saggy as mine, the tip would be, I am not doing a Batwing, because, come on, I'd end up looking like Amy Winehouse. However, should you wish to wing it out, my advice is to go more horizontal as opposed to going up, because you want to avoid where this sags. So if you're going to go up, you're going to lose all of that. Whereas if you think Cleopatra, that will be better for you. So just letting that dry down a little bit. And then just to finish with the eye, going into that lighter shimmer, just slightly underneath. Just push that in there just to open up that area. Now, for the rest of the face, let's go. I have got, this is Runway Room's Brosh. It is, it's sort of like an all-over illuminizer, I guess, but it's also, this is medium shade, so I use this as a bronzer. And I love this. I do want to get the light, because you could use this to just build up a glowy coverage over your face. If you don't, it's a mineral product, so if you don't want to wear an actual foundation, for example, you can just use this. You can see that's given really nice warmth. No extra product, just pinching the sides of that brush and working underneath my nose there and under the lip. A little bit more product now where we put the Mario. I love that product. I just cleaned up the compact before I used it because she was looking worse for wear. Next up we have blush, and going in with Patrick Tar. So let's get ourselves looking for, this is what I'm looking for. Speaking of Runway Room, this is one of their brushes. So going in powder first with Patrick Tar and then cream over the top. Okay. Just tap that on, bring it up. This is a form of draping. I get asked why I do this a lot of the time. It just, if you don't do it, what it does is it just sort of blends, like makes your makeup look more seamless with that blend around. You don't have to do it. You do you, but that's what I like to do. Just, you know what I'm like? I've just looked in the mirror and gone, I just want to blend a little bit more there. Now, into the cream side. And loading up that brush, but stamp it off on the protector just to ensure that you're not going in too hard, because we all know I have blush blindness. And stamp that on. You can see, whilst that looks nice, you can see this really adds to a juicy glow with it. And that's how Patrick Tar likes his products to be. And they work so well. Look, we're starting to look really Christmassy, people. Okay, Fenty Beauty, the Demi Glow Highlighter. It was a toss-up between this and the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the shade Prosecco. Now, we've got a nice glow happening there. Let's just look at that. Now, you'll see I'm not really going up into this area. Like, I'm sort of stopping here, just on the high point of the apples of the cheeks, and there is a reason for that, and that is because I'm old. If you're watching me, you're probably old too, let's be honest. We're old. We have, as someone who doesn't have any fillers, Botox, I have lines. I don't want to highlight my lines for sure. But by putting it here, right, see how full my cheeks look? That helps create a youthful look. Put any extra, I don't really add product to it, up in that television screen of a forehead of mine, a little bit on the nose, top lip, where the sun hits. Just those high points. You can fake a good glow with that. Lastly, before I give myself another good soaking, going in with the Hourglass Dim Light, big fluffy brush. This, I'm not buffing in hard, I'm just sweeping gently across the face. This does its magic in about 20 minutes wear. It just makes your face look airbrushed, which is what we want, really. It's a finishing product. It's not setting my face, it is finishing. Going in again now with this to give us a last good soaking and melt everything together. Fan that down. You can see, look at what that's done to our skin now that that's dried down. Oof. Now, because I am going out, I'm not going to put false lashes on. I really need to start playing around with them. And but I am like Edward Scissorhands when I use them. I get all flustered, I make a mess. I'm not going to lie, I've got a drawer full of them. But I have been sent some that I've designed for hooded eyes and for beginners from a lady startup. I need to try them and let you know how I go with them. Going in now with the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize Volume Mascara. This is the most luxurious mascara bottle I have ever used. Wriggle right at the roots of the lashes, hold for a second, then blink your eyelashes down as opposed to pulling it up for that first coat. Same on this side. Wriggle, hold, blink your lashes down. It just helps coat them and it helps with that curl. Okay. Going in with a second coat. And you can see she's giving all sorts of depth. Now, I don't know if you can see, let me just grab my brush. I have made a bit of a mess with the mascara there. Not worried about it, that is just going to dry down and we will go back to that after. Look, it's red lipstick. Just pick out your favourite. There are so many on the market. I mean, look at them all. We've got everything from a really deep, this is Revlon, the MAC Ruby Woo. If you want a glossy red, you know, the Maybelline is more an orange red, I think. Yeah, so she's an orangey pinky base. If you like this and you want something that is going to last all night, trick to that is remember to shake it for a good 5 seconds beforehand. Just trying to decide if I'm using a red lip liner or if I'm using a brown. Let's go with red. So this is just a Kylie, just I'm not going to overline with this because I found on my lips when I overline with a red, they get very jokerish. Okay, just keeping right on the lip line. And this is Natasha Denona. It's a liquid lip. This is the shade Eva. And this is a true red. It's a neutral red. It's not too cool toned, not too warm. I don't normally wear red lips because aging is one, but because my lips are so thin. However, Christmas is the time that I tend to do it. And I always like it when I do. So give that a second to dry down because this dries down and is really long lasting. Whilst that is doing that, I will grab a spoolie. Just make sure it's clean. And where this was here, just now that that has dried, just check the other side. Scratch it off. She's gone. No mess, no fuss. So, my friends, that is it. We are glam, we are a lot of makeup, but I'll also do an understated one as well. This was meant to be not a huge amount on the eyes, and look, it's probably not as intense as what I would normally do. However, it is still a glam look. So if you are after a glam look with a bit of a Christmassy twist to it for your Christmas party, this is the way to go. Let me know what you think. Until next time, my friends, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends. Come along, hang out, subscribe, do all those things. I've got some plans for next year. We are 10 months into this channel. It has flown, but it has also taken a long time because it has been a lot of work over the years. So for those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't, go do it now. We'll have a chat soon and we'll start to talk about what we're going to do next year. Until next time, my loves, take care. Bye.